Welcome back, people, for another episode of Things That Make Too Much Sense, man. I am your host, Neefy Moffitt, man, and I definitely appreciate y'all coming out, man. And let's not forget, Florida State on a winning streak, boy. We got Florida next week, right after Thanksgiving, man. So after y'all eat all that food, come check it in. I hate to say this, but it's the Florida Bowl. The Florida Bowl. We already done beat Miami. Now, whoever win this game, they going to a national championship. All right, I lied. Whoever win this game, they going to a bowl game. Never thought we'll see the day where we fighting for bowl games again. But we're here. And we're happy that we're here, and we just appreciate being here. With that being said, man, let's get into tonight's episode, man. Understanding. Like my girl say, what I need from you is understanding. We communicate. All right, nah. Hey, I'll talk to my agent about signing me. But check this out, man. The Bible says in Psalms 130, get wisdom and understanding. Proverbs 4:7 part B says, though it's going to cost you all you have, get an understanding. So I want to talk to you today about understanding. And I know I started with a scripture, but I ain't finna preach to you, dog. I promise you I ain't. I promise you I ain't gonna get an understanding, man. I promise you I ain't gonna preach to you. But I want you to understand that the key to everything that you're doing is understanding. So check it out. Y'all ever seen Steph Curry hooping? Pow, pow. It just feel like he had one with the court. Defense know what he doing. But he know what the defense doing too. I know if you don't jump me, I'm putting it in your mouth. Wet. I understand that I need to bend my knees to shoot my shot, so I get in position to do it. Brian, he make some passes just be like, God dang, this man been doing the same thing for 18 years. Y'all can't stop it now. I understand what you was gonna do. So when you do it, I already knew what was gonna happen. Look at Giannis, man. Baby Giannis out here, take it to the goal. You ever wonder why he always got a hole? Got a couple shooters out here. He understand that, guess what? If you double team me, they gonna hit the shot. I might not make no layups. So you can foul me hard, and I might not make the layups, but my boys, they gonna make the shot. Same thing with football. You see Aaron Donald just, oh, you seen that? That we call that an over. Flat that shoulder, bam. Jalen Ramsey, they sitting on picks, bam. T-Buck was great at this, man. A lot of people thought T-Buck was a gambler. He wasn't. He understood what they was doing. Pick six. If you don't know nothing about T-Buck, check it out. And let's even say, Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers it's like, God, Aaron Rodgers got the ball. Did y'all see when he played? Who did he play? Kansas City. No, he didn't. Arizona, when his top receivers was out. 3 receivers out. And they still won the game. Man, putting the ball on their chest. He understanding how they going to play them and what they going to do. Now, how does all this go in, man? Let's talk to it, man. Understanding is going to be the key to everything. But I want you to understand this. Knowledge. Knowing what's going on, man. Let's go into the definition of knowledge. Because knowledge is what it is. Facts, info, skills acquired through education or experience. I know what's going on. But knowing is not enough. You got to understand. Now, before we get there, let's look at the definition of understanding. And then I'm going to give you my definition. A mental grasp. Perceive the intended meaning. The information received. So what I say understanding is application of knowledge. I know you know how to tie your shoe when you show me you know how to tie your shoe. I know you know how to do this when you show it. I have to apply these things. So the application of knowledge. So how does this all lead to greatness? Great thing for asking, man. But before we get in there, I want you to understand that understanding is the key to your relationships. Understanding is the key to your relationships. And no matter what level your relationship is at, it can always be better through understanding. But before we ever get to this, right, because, you know, they always like to say, oh, we're going to jump here, What about the baseline? Let's go with this. before you can start to try to understand somebody else, before you ever even get to understanding somebody else, you need to understand this. You need to understand your strengths. What are you good at? What makes you good at it? You need to understand your weaknesses. What am I horrible at? Where is the area I need for the most growth? You need to understand what you love. I know what I love. You need to understand what you hate. You need to understand what you stand up for. You need to understand why you get up every day. I got my notes down here, man. I want to make sure I stay on track and give you a good show. So I have my notes and I'm ready. Also, you need to understand what's your biggest area of growth. Now, once we understand these things about ourselves, man, we can start dwelling into understanding the next person and building relationships and partners, because at the end of the day, all your relationships are based on understanding, and the level of your relationship is based solely on the level of understanding that person. Now, my brother, dog, shout out to G4. I love you, bro. Gone but never forgotten. My brother used to tell me this all the time. He said, bro, we are conditioned and trained from the sports that we play, from football, to understand our woman. We have transferable skills. Like, bro, what you talking about, bro? He said, look, man, check it out. Let's look at film. Now, for those who don't understand the watch film, I'm going to break this down to you to levels of where you are elite. Just to break it down. So first we watch the film. Watch it. All right. Okay, I see what you're doing. See what you're doing. All right. And then we're going to break this film down. What you mean by that? Down and distance. First and 10, second and 20, second and short. Down and distance. Once we get to down and distance, we look at the hash mark. What hash mark are we on? That lets us know what side of the field we can play. We look at the formation. 10 personnel, 11 personnel, 12 personnel. That lets us know whatever we're going to do. And then we look at those tendencies. So now, if it's first and 10 on the left hash and the strength is to the field, there's a 75% chance they're going to run the ball. So based on those tendencies, we find their patterns, right? But we don't stop there. Now, once we find the patterns from the tendencies and the coaching, now we look at our key. Now, whether you're playing corner, D-tackle, linebacker, these things apply. We just change our keys. So what I mean by that is corner, let's say you number one. You key in number one. Number one by himself to the field. He got instant. You know what you're going. Linebacker, I got 3 out. Alert, full, strong. Defensive line, his fingers are heavy. His fingers are light. The guard, is he pulling? Did he shift his weight anyway? We're looking at anything to give us an example of what's going on. And now once we identify all those things in it, we understand. So now when we get to the game, we can look at it and we know what's going on. You know what's going on and you already know how to move. You ever seen somebody playing football and it's like they already know what play we call them before we call it? They understood the assignment. Like old girl say, they understood the assignment. Man, Cam Newton got this thing, man. And it's crazy. I don't know who they was playing. But it was 3-by-1. Linebacker was like, here go the wheel, here go the wheel, here go the wheel. Can I say, oh, you been watching your film, huh? Watch this. Ready? Hey! Christian McCaffrey went out for a wheel, checked the inside, touchdown. It's that meticulous in understanding these things. But once we understand that these are transferable skills, we apply them to our relationship. I'm going to say that again. Once we understand that these are transferable skills, we apply them to our relationship. So whatever you're doing, that's football. But say you're a tech guy. Say you're a communications guy. Say you're an engineer. It doesn't matter what you do. apply it to your relationship. The understanding that you have of the things that you work with, understand those relationships around you. We apply those things. It's great. I'm gonna show you practical application of this. Shout out to my brother. I love you, bro, but I got to talk. Now, me and my brother, we 3 years apart. We're very similar in a lot of ways. But when I get tired of him, or when he start arguing, or we argue. This is what we do. We get other people out of our game to create a competitive advantage for ourselves. Once he get going, he ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna lie to you. He ain't gonna stop. He gonna go in. He gonna go there and he gonna be ready. I understand this. I understand once he go there, God dog. Ain't so many fights that I've been in throughout my life because of my brother. And many people other got in fights because of my brother. We understand it. I understand this very well. So once he started getting worked up, I said, "Hey, pretty eyes. Sir, you so handsome. Bro, I love you. Can you give me a hug?" That right there all right, man, he with that bull. And guess what? It gave us enough break to stop applying the pressure. So we ain't got to fight. It just happens to this day. Hey, I call them pretty guys, y'all. Make sure y'all add them. Dante. I call them pretty eyes. When he get mad, bro, your eyes so pretty. Bro, I'm getting a little seasick looking at your waves. But I understand that he doesn't like these things. And he doesn't like these things more than whatever is frustrating him right now. So I'd much rather have the focus be on me than let it go somewhere else where there's other factors involved. I love my brother to death. And I know we may fight, we may argue, but God, this is my brother. We've been doing this my whole life. He got 3 years without life and I have to argue with me. But we've been doing it my whole life, so it's not like it's going to be something new. So I get it and I understand it. Now, let me show you this. Young lady I used to work with, man. I was in school trying to get her to do my work. She'll never do it. Miss Hall would not do my work. But then I learned, like, if I let her see my lesson plans, but she'll critique them things. She'll look them up and down, give me all kinds of ideas, higher order thinking questions, ways to interpret, apply the vocabulary. If I'm writing a paper, she gonna give me big words, majored in English or something, big words. But asking her to start something, not gonna happen at all. Not gonna happen at all. So we have to use the information that we know about our partners in our relationships to maximize our relationships and get our relationships great. We got to understand that, hey, these people are here for us. Nothing happens to you. Everything happens for you. Everybody is in your life for a particular reason and season. Let's not forget that part. We don't have too many evergreens. Everything happens for a reason and a particular season. So don't get caught up in it, but in all you're doing, get an understanding. Why is this person here? What is it that I know about this person that can help me? What do I have that can help this person? How is this understanding going to help me? And guys, before I wrap it up, man, I've been doing a lot of research on this. A lot of research on understanding, right? And I cannot leave without giving you some of these things, man. I polled, I want to say a good 100 women. Different races, shapes, sizes, socioeconomic status. And I got 11 different answers on if women want men to understand one thing, what is it they want us to know? So fellas, I definitely want to share this with you, man, because this is what women want us to know. And I'm not going to identify each thing by whatever. I just want y'all to know some of the things they want us to understand. This is my favorite one. Take the trash out every day. Every day, take the trash out. If that's gonna make her feel better, take the trash out. But look, that's my favorite one because it's the easiest. Now here we go. Women want men to understand that they are men. Women want men to understand and know to be consistent, open, honest, but reassuring. Consistent, open, honest, but reassuring. So, fellas, understand that when you're dealing with your women, it's not even your woman. Women in general, the species of woman, understand that. Understand. Hey, this was the top answer. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This was the top answer, and it came from women. So don't come shooting me down. Women don't think logically. We think with our emotions. So don't give us logical answers for emotional questions. And boy, that hit home, boy. That hit home for me. That hit home for me. She asked the question, oh, I feel. And you, well, nah, this is what it is. Whoop, 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 whoop. You're dead wrong, fellas. You ain't never going to get the way you want to be with that. Understand that their emotional questions are not looking for logical answers. Another one is that women want men to know that women are not mind readers. Women are very emotional. Women want men to listen with their eyes, ears, and intuition. Women want men to say what they want. Hey, women want men to know that they are not your mother. Yeah, or your grandma. I ain't your mama or your grandma, player. You pick up your dirty drawers. Hey, just because she cook rice like that don't mean I'm going to cook rice like that. I'm not them. If you can't understand that, you can't be with me. And fellas, if you ever made these mistakes, man, just go apologize. Just apologize. I'm telling you right now, an apology, it's a great leadership trait. And when you apologize and get it done with, things don't linger wrong, whether you're guilty or not, it's a great leadership trait. And women love leaders, contrary to popular opinion. Y'all hear a little queen down here, man. This is my little baby right here. You know, my little 1-year-old dog. She's a dog. All right. Women making more money than men is not emasculating. And this one right here, right? I identify with this, man. My people's a doctor. I'm a teacher. I'm a middle school teacher and coach. But it's not emasculating unless you let it. I understand that, you know, hey, you was in school and I was doing my thing and I'm coaching and I'm working for the kids. Whatever situation is your situation. When you ain't operating for money and you operating out your heart, don't worry about it. Like, the money gonna come. Don't get so caught up in trying to, oh, I gotta make more money than the woman because I got to. Hey, man, fellas, just relax. The women don't care. She wants you to know that you are not my daddy. Golly. So many times us men get so caught up in providing and protecting that we try to get into a paternal role where we ain't their mama, we ain't their daddy. We ain't their mama or their daddy. Well, we can't be their mama, but we ain't their daddy. Stop trying to control them. It's the outcry. Stop trying to control these women. No means no, and I 100% agree with you. And emotions are not gender specific. Emotions are human. So, fellas, these are the things that women want us to know, man. And this goes hand in hand with understanding. So now that you know these things, make sure you rewind it back, man. Write those things down. Ask your woman. This is how you gotta do it, though. Ask her, hey, randomly, what is it that you want men to know? And they'll tell you. But look, man, I definitely want to appreciate y'all coming out, man. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, like, dislike, but let me know something, man. I like to talk to y'all. I'm not done, but check me out. Let's wrap this thing up. Oh yeah, subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. I got a goal right now to get 1,000, and I want to do a giveaway at 1,000, and then at 10,000, then at 100,000. So we're trying to work to where we need to go, right? But in order to get 100,000, we must first get that 1,000. So let's shoot for that 1,000, man. So please subscribe and share it. I mean, if you like it or dislike it, you know, however you go, please subscribe and share it. Make sure you put on the alert bell. You'll be getting a new one every week. And now, to bring this thing home, man, guys, I want you to understand that we need to know our strengths and our weaknesses. And when we know our strengths and our weaknesses, we can use the understanding of those things to guide our relationships with people. And once we understand those things about us, we look to understand those things about the people that we're in relationships with. And when we use that information, you can grow. You can grow. You will grow. And wherever you at now, it'll take a step higher. So, man, I love y'all, and I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good night.